Hi, hello, good morning. Welcome to today's session. So, in the previous session, we started to discuss a new chapter from political science part, that is chapter number 2, Federalism. So, Federalism is the system of governance which makes the division of powers between two or more than two levels of government. So, democracy and democratic form of governments in contemporary period or in modern period, so they always assures for witnessing the role, participation and opinion of people. So, for assuring this, federalism was mainly given as an important concept to be adopted and accepted. So, we were discussing about the features of federalism. So, first feature of federalism we discussed. So, federalism, the first feature is there will be two or more than two different levels or tiers of government. So, there will be two or more than two levels of governments will be there. So, this makes us to understand better that with the case studies of Belgium, we came to know that, so Belgium, it became a role model in sharing the powers by establishing different levels of government at central level, regional level and even at community level. So, taking an example of India, so in India we have government established at national level, we call it as union government or central government. So, the government established at regional level or state level, we call it as state government, and even along with central government and state government, one more form of government, one more level of government we have in India, that is a government established at local level or in our regions. So, that we call it as local self-governments, both in rural areas as well as in urban areas. So, after discussing first feature of federalism, second feature is each level of governments will govern, rule the same citizen with their own jurisdictions, jurisdiction. Jurisdiction means administrative rules and regulations, ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾನೂನುಗಳು. So, the second feature of federalism is each level of government, whether it is central, whether it is regional or whether it is local self bodies, they govern the same people. For example, ourselves, yourself, we are liable to get the facilities from the government, either from central government or either from state government or even from our local self bodies, because we are concerned to all the different levels, tiers of government. But the thing we need to notice here, all these different levels of government will be having their own jurisdictions. Jurisdictions, as I told, administrative rules and regulations. These jurisdictions are mainly relating to administration, legislation, taxation. So, ವಿವಿಧ ಸ್ತರದ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು, ವಿವಿಧ ಹಂತದ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಅದೇ ಅಥವಾ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳನ್ನು ಆಡಳಿತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಆದರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ಸ್ತರ ಇದು ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ನೀತಿ ನಿಯಮ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಕಾನೂನುಗಳನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಕಾನೂನುಗಳು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ 3 ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ಹಿಡಿಯುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಮಹತ್ವವನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತವೆ. ಯಾವುದು 3 ಅಂಶಗಳು ಅಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ಸೂತ್ರಗಳು. ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೂರನೇದಾಗಿ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ತೆರಿಗೆ ವಸೂಲಿಯನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, let us discuss all these 3 factors. So administration in India, let us take an example of India. So we have federal form of government here. We have bicameral legislative system. We have 3-tier administrative bodies. In all these administrative means and measures, we follow, we adopt, we give importance for democratic principles and democratic ideals. ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ 3 ಹಂತದ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ವಿಚಾರಗಳು ಪ್ರಜಾಸತ್ತಾತ್ಮಕ ಮಾದರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತವೆ. ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಒಕ್ಕೂಟ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಹೊಣೆಗಾರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಜಾಸತ್ತಾತ್ಮಕ ಮಾದರಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಜಾಸತ್ತಾತ್ಮಕ ಆಡಳಿತವನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್. ದೆನ್ legislation means how we are going to form the government. So in case of India, or in India, people are identified as real rulers because all the adults crossing the age of 18 years, they are going to choose their representative through the process of elections. So every adult are having one right, that is one vote, one value, one person. Then there is no chance for people to be discriminated on any grounds. That's why people are having their right, that is universal adult franchise. So whereas in the case of Sri Lanka is following different means of forming the government. So take an example of Arab countries. So there people are least taken into consideration in forming the government. So in case of Belgium, so people belonging to community, they are given right to form the community government. People are even given right to form regional government and central government. So that's what legislation. Then taxation. So how people are taking their part and participation in paying, in collecting the taxes. So taxation is the most important means of treasure, source of income to the government. That's why implementing a kind of taxes to the people, or it is mainly depends upon the established body. So for example, central government in India is having its own kind of taxes, whereas state government is also having its own kind of taxes. Then in our local level, so we are concerned in paying variety of taxes to our local administrative bodies established in the form of municipalities, Grama Panchayat, corporations and others. So these taxation is concerned to different level. So let us end today's session. So today we discussed second feature of federalism. I repeat once again, each level of government in federalism will govern, will rule the same citizen where they are living. They may live in any place, any region. They are ruled by different established administrative bodies. But each administrative body will be having their own jurisdictions relating to administration, legislation and taxation. So let me end today's session and let me discuss the other feature about federalism in tomorrow's session. So take care of yourself, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you one and all.